Am I gonna do it? Is it gonna drip? Is it? Oh, is it gonna? Is it? Hey guys, what's up? Have you guys had a Beyond burger yet? With Beyond Meat? This is at Carl's Jr. And they make these Famous Star burgers with the Beyond Meat, which is, it's not a meat, it's like a veggie burger, but the patty is made to look like meat and taste like meat. Damn. I always end up eating all of the fries before I get home. You guys do that too? I'm gonna give you guys an update on my MacBook Pro. I have the 2019 MacBook Pro. And I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to it, because I spilled some ketchup and coffee on my keyboard. See, don't do that. Don't open your ketchup right in front of your laptop. It's gonna spill on it somehow. That's what happened to me. Am I gonna do it? Is it gonna drip? Is it? Oh, is it gonna? No. All right, I'm not gonna do it again. All right, so this is what happened. I was eating a burger and I had one of these ketchup packets, and I was just tearing it open right here, and whenever I get to this corner here, I'm so like messy with it. I tear it and it squirted all over right here on my keyboard, right in the corner here, and it got all these keys right here. So I just picked up a napkin, I dabbed it off, got that all off, and then within the same week I was at a Starbucks and I was drinking a coffee, and there's this bug flying around near me, you know. I had my Starbucks coffee, and you know, it had the hole open on top. It was a hot coffee, and then the bug made me like swat it like that, you know, and the coffee spilled like all over my keys again, right in this corner again. Somehow I always get this corner. So then I just got a napkin again, I dabbed it all off, and then when I got home, I grabbed a microfiber cloth and I dampened it with warm water, and I dabbed it off, and I wiped it off. And this is very good for your screen too, your monitor. You gotta use a microfiber. Hopefully it didn't get into these speakers here, but everything seems to work fine. See, it's no problems. So if you guys are wondering how the 2019 MacBook keyboards are, I think they're very good, because I even got like breadcrumbs all over this as I was eating sandwiches and all this stuff, and then I just like, you know, shook it off and used the microfiber cloth, wiped it all off. And you know, that was like 2 weeks ago when that happened. So it's been working fine still. But I'm gonna test out my speakers here, because I know I sprayed, like I got coffee on this area and all that. So here, let me play something and see how the speakers play. It should be fine. Yeah, see, it sounds fine.
You please stop bothering my kid? Sorry. Arthur, I have some bad news for you.
So yeah, everything sounds fine on it. Everything works still. I heard that the 2016 and the 2017 keyboards, they have an issue. If you spill crumbs into the keys, they get stuck. But I haven't had any issues. I've had this MacBook Pro for maybe 5 months now. I did have some hang up problems where the laptop would hang up, and then I just have to reboot it. But very minor. I didn't lose any projects or anything like that. But yeah, all of my keys are working fine here. Shift, see, everything works. All of these keys work. There's no problems. And you know, it wasn't a little bit of coffee or ketchup. I spilled a lot on here. It got all over the right side of this keyboard here. And really, you know, don't just like wipe it off. Like I dabbed it off until it was good. Then I very carefully cleaned it, and microfiber. And then I used warm water, just very damp. Then I cleaned this whole thing up. But yeah, how do I like this laptop so far? I love this laptop. I would get it again. I think I got the right model that was for me. 13-inch i5, and I upped the RAM, 16 gigabytes. What else did I do? I just got the 250 gigabyte hard drive or SSD model, and then I bought an external drive. The only problem that I have with this, it's not a big issue, it's just something with me, but you see how like I like to keep it all neat and tidied up here like that. I would even love it if it had a very mini plug here where I just plug this and I just plug it in like that and it sticks on. I would love that. It's something with this wire that just kind of bugs me, because I have to like do this whole thing like that. See that? I don't know. I don't like it when things are like sticking up like that. I'm kind of picky with it. What else? I still love this touchpad here. I love doing all this, especially when I'm video editing and it has the keys up here where I can do a split. I never have to use like the keyboard shortcut anymore. I just press split up there and I use it all the time. I use the volume all the time. I use the screen, the dim all the time here. So far I love this. I'm still getting used to the keys here. The biggest problem with the keys that I have is when I'm typing, and then I need to use the arrow keys here because I'm so used to, it's just very small space here, and I keep on hitting shift. It's these up and down arrow keys. I use it a lot and it's just too small. So like when I type like that, like I have these memory reflexes where I just go like that, right, really quick. On all of my other keyboards I can do it really fast, but this one is just, it takes some time because it's so small right here. It's very like, these keys are very small. The left and right are fine. These are bigger, but it's these up and down keys. And then I also have some problems like pressing delete sometimes. It's a little bit up there. And then I would press it wrong. Sometimes I'll hit Siri by accident, but I type fine on it. And this touchpad is fine. I like it. I like how it has more space, and everything on the touchpad is fine. I don't have any issues with that. The touch sensitivity and all that, I'm fine with that. I would say one of the biggest problem right now is to try to get more battery life from it, because I think when I connect my drive here, it drains a little bit more. So now I'm more aware of that. And so when I'm working on my laptop and I don't need this, I'm always unplugging it because I feel like it drains it more throughout the day. You know what, guys? I'm going to show you guys a really cool tip here. Watch, I'm going to close all this up. Okay, here, I'm going to shut down this laptop, right? There were a few times when I would shut down the laptop. Don't, if you have one of these, don't just press shut down and close it right away, because you have to make sure the whole thing shuts down and it turns black like this. You can tell, like sometimes the screen will turn black, but it has a hint of blue on it, which means it's still trying to shut down. I only had this once where it didn't fully shut down, and then I closed this and I came back, like I want to say like 5 to 6 hours later. I opened it up and my battery was drained because it was still trying to shut down and it stalled, you know, something happened. And then I had to do a hard reboot and everything was fine. I've never had that problem again. It was just once for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Here's another thing. You know how when you open your laptop, you open your MacBook like that, right? And check it out. You know how it auto boots up? See, I shut off the auto boot, and I'll show you guys how to do that right now. So now when I open it up, it just shows me my battery power, and then it just stays there until I press a key, then it'll auto boot up for me. So I'll leave the commands down in the description if you're interested in that, because sometimes I want to open this laptop up and I don't want it to auto boot up. I want to just press power on. But here's the thing, I thought that if I press power here, let's try it out. If I press power, I thought it'll boot up. Oh yeah, there it goes. If you press any keys on the keyboard or the power button, then it'll boot up. But I wish it would only be the power button and not the keys, because sometimes I'll open this and I might press it by accident. And if I press that, it goes to this screen. And I can always just like shut it down. But yeah, I was looking around for that feature so that I can shut off the auto boot up. And I'll show you guys the command right now. So what you want to do is go up into your spotlight here, right? It's this the eyeglass thing up here, the search bar, and then type up terminal, right? But here I'm gonna open up Notepad so I can type the command in clearer for you guys, and I can make the font bigger. So what you want to type up in that terminal, you want to type up this, and it's, you know, it's not gonna be uppercase. It's gonna be like sudo nvram. Then this is case sensitive auto. The A has to be uppercase. Boot, the B has to be uppercase. Equals %00. That's what you type up, and press enter on it. And when you press enter, it's gonna say like password, right? It's gonna ask for the password. And that's the password that you type in when you first boot up your MacBook. So just type in that password. It's the administrator password that you set up. Then it's gonna be done. Then the next time you shut down, you boot, and you open it up, it's not gonna auto boot up. If you want to change it back, the same command, sudo nvram AutoBoot, but set this to 3. It's gonna be %03, and that's how you revert it back. So yeah, I hope you guys like that tip right there. So yeah, what else about this? I turned off the LED for the keyboard here to save battery. So I do turn that off. Sometimes I'll set this when I'm on my battery mode. I'll set it like a little bit dimmer, but not too dim because I need to see here. I like things a little bit bright. Then only when it's on like the power source that I'll turn it all the way up. So I'll do that sometimes. So I bought the 250 gigabyte SSD, right? And a lot of you guys might be thinking, oh, maybe I'll just get the lowest model, 128 gigabyte. Well, here's the thing. Look, I bought a 250 gigabyte and I only have 128 gigabytes left. So look at how much I've used up already. And I have an external hard drive here. I have a 500 gigabyte. I only have like 295 gigabytes left of this 500 gigabyte external drive. But my internal one, I only have 128 left. So imagine if you bought a 128 gigabyte version, you would probably have like 20 gigabytes left. It's just, a lot of the apps on here, they just take up space. Like after Mac installs all of the stuff, there's stuff on here that when you install, it needs to be on the MacBook. Like all of my movies that I edit on, I put it on my external drive, so they're not on here, and it still took up a lot of space. I feel like I rarely have anything. It's just the apps that I use. So yeah, think about that. I have 128 gigabytes left out of 250 gigabyte internally. So it took up a lot. And if you guys are wondering what do I mainly use this MacBook for, I mainly edit videos on it, and I do a lot of programming on it too. And so do I have any problems with those? No, all of my programming is fine. Never had any issues with the programming. With the video editing, I use iMovie, and it has crashed a few times on me, but very minor, and I've never lost anything. But I'm not gonna lie, it has crashed now and then, nothing major. I just reboot it, it goes right back up. So yeah, that is the update on my MacBook Pro 2019. I still like it. There haven't been any major problems. And it does get greasy on the keys now and then. It gets greasy on the screen and the keys. And if you look very closely, you'll see some grease stains. Here, I'll show you guys right here. This keypad, it gets very greasy for some reason. It's just the way it's made or something. But like I said, this cleans it up very good. And I go over it lightly. And if you're putting damp water on it, like very damp, and you wipe it off, all the grease comes off, all that, those smudges and all that stuff comes off of it. Okay guys, so once again, if you want to stick around, I'm gonna eat this Beyond Burger meat. I've never had a Beyond Burger yet, and this one is from Carl's Jr. So we're gonna see how it turns out here. We're gonna see how it tastes like, if it tastes like a burger or what. So this is just a Famous Star burger. That's how the Beyond meat looks like. They shaped it to look like a hamburger patty here. Lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, pickles, and onions. Eat me already. All right, let's do this. Another big bite. Let's do this. Well, I'm getting a lot of bites of the tomato and lettuce and all that. I can't tell yet. It tastes fine. It doesn't taste any different. It tastes like a burger. Let me put on some ketchup here. Let me drizzle this on right here. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. All right, I'm gonna take a really big bite of this and see how it tastes like. If I can tell between this Beyond Meat and a regular beef patty. Yeah, if someone were to give me this, I couldn't tell the difference. Only by look at it and it looks like weirdly shaped, but I don't think I can tell a difference. Tastes good. Here, let me just bite this the patty part. See what it tastes like. You know what I like that they did with it to make it taste like a real burger is that you can taste like this charred area, and that tastes like it does taste like regular meat. Whew, yeah, that was pretty good, guys. I'd get this burger again. It wasn't bad. If it means, you know, being a little bit more healthy, eating this, and it tastes fine, tastes good. I like it, not bad. Maybe next time I'll try the Beyond Meat that they have in tacos. I think Del Taco has one, or is it Taco Bell? One of those have one. But yeah, guys, I'm still waiting for that Popeye's chicken sandwich. They're still out, and that's it for this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.